So, finally, I don't even know why I started using them in the rank up survival dungeon, I'll be honest. I might have just thought there were no better choices and then realized, oh wait, this is a really bad decision. I still haven't ranked up Wicca or Curie Cage. But finally, I have Sensei Pandaken at rank 3. So now time to explain the rest of my plan for this little old dungeon. Which is, at first it involved just boom, Qiao Long and Lord Nabotis, getting them to rank 3, or just keeping them on it and then keep going until I reach rank 5. That was the original plan, right? But then I was like, well, I don't need Qiao Long at rank 5. Well, I do, but I don't need it immediately when I have monsters like Wicca, who I didn't know how powerful they were, and I could just get them to rank 3 as an attacker before I worry about all that rank 5. Like, legit, I did not know this did triple damage. I did not know that her or Curie Cage could do triple damage. And I need to rank up people like her and Plastic Eater and you and you and you. So the original plan was to put like those two and then pure Pandolf and then just spend the rest of the time in this dungeon just trying to get them all to rank 5. But I was like, you know what? That's a really good idea. But how about this? I get Qiao Long to rank 5, rank 3, and then I take him off the team, and then I'm just ranking up the Lord and Pure Pandolf to rank 5. Because Pure Pandolf and the Lord both have evasion status casters at rank 5. Pure Pandolf is for the whole team, the Lord is just for one ally. So, and then those two will be able to carry whoever I want to rank up in the middle. You know? Like, Qiao Long is the one monster I'm going to be swapping out. But I'm just going to be doing this every day until, like, the Lord and Pure Pandolf to get to rank 5. So it's going to be quite the mission, but at least there's a plan, you know? And that does make me feel better. So, Equilaria. Oh, Zyron. Yeah, I remember I unequipped it to give it to her. And then, ooh, preferably I would like to do that, but, you know, gotta give you this one, because Modrak I'm not using in anything. So, yeah. Basically, Pure Pandolf and Lord Nabotis going to rank 5, which, honestly, I think that's... It just adds so much value to Lord Nabotis to have that status caster evasion at the start of the battle. Like, I feel like that's underrated, man. I fight teams without, like, dodge area or megaton all the time that have Lord Nabotis. I'm like, oh sweet, I'll just AoE and they'll all die. Or I'll just, like, AoE deny and they'll all die. And then I see that Lord Nabotis has evasion only because I started the battle already. And I'm like, oh crab. Because, you know, he only gets it at rank 5, meaning that's a pretty strong attacker. So, yeah, I think that's just such a dangerous thing in war. And he's in a ton of books. So all the time I have to use Dark Element and I don't have good attackers, I can finally use him, you know? Not yet, because he's still significantly weak as a 123 monster, you know, because Corrupted Era stats are kind of outdated, so you need him to be at a high rank or he can't compete. But, you know, he's getting there. And I hope Pure Pandolf can carry them to, like, at least 2 node 15 and then they die. Because, you know, just to node 12 is the pattern I've been following, but I want more cells, you know, I'm a greedy man. Oh yeah, and everyone thinks it would be useful to rank up Gobslayer because he starts off with the status caster artifact hater, and to me, I just don't know about that. Like, sure, that status caster artifact hater is really useful in, I don't know, maybe one day a war, but it's really useful against the Titan. Oh my god, I keep saying Titan when I mean to say fugitive, because like they always confuse me. Whenever I'm fighting the artifact fugitive Axolamek, it's always really useful to have some sort of hater, because you can't do guard down hater against him because he has artifact, you know? Guard down doesn't land because guard down is an effect and artifacts can't take effects. So, but that's the thing where I'm like, why would I rank Gobslayer up and use him as an artifact hater when it has artifact and anticipation, just like every single what's the word, fugitive. I was about to say Titan again. Every single fugitive has anticipation. So if I use the very like high level for me and well ruined out attacker Rajan, who has anticipation hater, yeah, I can fight that Axolotl with just him instead. And then I use Pierce monsters for petrified dragons. Like, I've got this strategy stuff down for the bounty hunt, but like, you know, most of the good attackers to use in bounty hunt are corrupted era monsters. And just in case you're like, oh, their power stats are so small compared to the Metro, how do you use them? Like, bro, the difference is like, let me see, how strong are you? It can be like 10,000 stats at most, but if you've got a hater and an elemental advantage, none of that matters, you know? Like, oh, well, I've got these damage boosts, so I'm strong enough, you know? In my opinion, use a monster until they're way too outdated. Like, at what point were the original era mythics unusable anymore? I don't know. I feel like that's an interesting question. Because it wasn't in the Cosmic era. In the Corrupted era, I saw some people use them. But by the end of the Corrupted era, the Corrupted monsters were so popular that the original mythics were unusable just because their stats were so small. You know? And their moves were so bad. So like, at what point do things actually become outdated? Because like, I want to give you an example and be like, oh yeah, because I used like this original era mythic or this cosmic era mythic in a war recently, but I can't give you an example because I haven't. Those monsters are too outdated. So I find it kind of interesting to think, like, when is something too old, you know? And not talking about people or anything like that, just like a concept in the game. Boom, instant kill to both of them with my low moderate with nightmares, I think. Man, is Shivery, like, someone pointed this out on the wiki. If Shivery gave Nightmare Hater, and then she has her positive effect removal plus Nightmare AoE, oh, she would be so usable, man. Because there's so many monsters, like, Lord Nabodus gives them nightmares. She could just be, like, a nightmare damage boost monster. You know? Like, there's so many good things I wish she had Nightmare Hater. Because then Shivery would actually have some use, you know? I would actually rank up a hater monster. Because when's the last time we got a free setup hater monster, you know? Not that I can think of. Like, I know we had 2 abomination haters, but you can't give the enemies abomination, and those 2 monsters were paywall. Because, you know, the next era is gonna have is literally gonna have a book of abomination monsters. And they were like, we want our pay-to-win community to have an advantage, so here you go. An early abomination hater. So I feel like that's kind of, it's not unfair per se, but it's just annoying that they get that advantage. Because it's not even like something that you don't know about, but then you're like, oh, that was so cool how that was correlated. No, this was planned. Like, because they know. They just know, man. They just know. The Lord kills. Boom. That dark element, like, I remember, it always, it's always so dangerous just to be a dark monster, because most Pierce monsters right now, the most usable ones at least, Cherub Cupid and Serpentex, both have, with all their light damage, it's so dangerous, but like, it feels like you're always operating with a like an Earth-based Megaton monster, because they introduced, like, I love that elemental balancing. They introduced the Dark Meta for the Corrupted era, and then they give us Pangoliath, but he's of the Earth element. You know, he has that permanent Megaton trait, which is so OP. But his kind of elemental balancing is that he's Earth, and Earth gets easily destroyed by Dark. Which, for those of you guys who don't believe me, because just saying Dark sounds wrong, Dark is the name of the element, you know? There's like electricity, nature, and then there's Dark. But you know, I get it. Sounds kind of funny. But hey, that's just how it is. But yeah, and then boom, the second you might not have to rely on Pango, all of a sudden the most OP Megaton monster is once again of the Earth element, which is King Autumn right now. And then you have you got that monster Fossarius, another Earth Megaton. You know, so literally he was the reason, and still kind of is the reason it's always dangerous to use Earth monsters, and it was and still kind of is the reason that it's so dangerous to use Dark monsters, because in order to fight it, they gave us a bunch, and I mean a bunch of light attackers that can just like one-shot them basically. Oof, okay, you kill, I revive. Iguanosaur's armor is gonna be the death of me. I swear it to you. So, Impure, then AoE. Hopefully no one here has a trap. Okay, you have a mask. That doesn't really matter to me. Okay, then I take the second draining of stamina. Boom. And then I get my stamina back. And then I do this. Unrelenting Assault kicks in one more time. And fly high. I won't do anything here but add 2 more dots. Please get nanovirus. Okay, so then I'll give you a control effect. What did you get? Stun? Please? No. No, please don't tell me. So it says the game thinks that he's a baby when really he's not. So look, I can't attack him. Can I attack him now? Now I can. So boom. And then good, this thing has 2 waves. So pure fireworks. Now his Elotron's armor would kill him anyways, but you know, Saber Drizzle does it. Sabre Drizzle? I don't know. But in one case or the other, we lose because low health. But I'm ranking up Qiaolong right now to rank 2, so that's not going to be a problem for very long. But yeah, we got a lot of Qiaolong and Lord Nabotis cells. Let's see how close Nabotis is. But that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like to support the video. Comment and I will respond. I always love to hear the community's thoughts. And subscribe to join the Crab Army. That's about it for this video. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.